Hello, my Aloha tribe, and welcome to the Aloha Perspective. Happy Monday. It's Monday. Monday. I'm just going to wait a few moments for people to come on. As per usual, I remembered half my jewelry this morning and forgot the rest. So, just put on some earrings. Good morning, Eileen. It's HodgePodge Monday again. How was everybody's weekend? I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I hope it was spectacular and joyous. Thank you, Eileen. I appreciate that. It's going to be a rough Monday, okay? It is going to be a rough perspective because, good morning, T. I'm struggling today. And when most people have, so I'm just going to say it. Today is my birthday. And I am the person who usually gets super duper excited about my birthday, but that is not the case this year. So that's your little teaser for what's going to happen during the perspective. So if you want to bail now, because there are some truths that are going to come out during this that I'm sure I need to hear, and hopefully it'll help other people on their own journeys. So, anyways, let me just pull some cards. Plus, I got some cards. I got some message cards to pull because I'm not feeling it today. This is the one that says, do not let your music die inside of you. My music is dying inside of me. But, okay, those all just popped out. So let's just get cracking on this. Crack-a-lackin', right? Coffee. I opted for no coffee today, but crawl out from under your damn rock and go be with people. Socialize, live, be one with the world. Positive changes are coming, change in feelings, and transformation. I would love that. I would certainly love that. But, crawl out from under your damn rock and go be with people. It's hard to be with people right now. I mean, the world keeps telling you don't be with people because, you're going to die. Sorry, that was a little extreme. But, socialize, live, be one with the world. It's been a hot minute since, there was a time when I used to spend my, we used to have birthdays with some friends of ours, and I guess that just kind of fell by the wayside in the last few years. And, it might have been my fault because 2 years ago after I lost my job, I did not want to celebrate my birthday with anyone. I was depressed. I was blue. I just didn't care. But, let's see. All the cards telling me to get my shit together. Flamingo meeting, a symbol of fun, joy, and mirth. This card indicates that you might need to bring more fun into your life. Follow your instincts and do as your heart guides you. Also represents the essence of love and the magical influences of the heart. Pure of heart, the healing of a broken heart, and relationships and joy. Yeah. Coconuts. Considered a fruit of the gods. When one smashes a coconut, it is the equivalent of smashing the ego, which gives way to inner purity and knowledge, symbolized by the white fruit. Let go of fear and embrace your life. More good news. Pineapples. Mai loko mai. That which is within matters. Beauty starts on the inside. It'd be nice if some people actually knew that. The coconut tree. The coconut tree is a symbol of being at peace. It is also a symbol of perseverance, as it can hold its own in stormy weather. When life is hard, stand your ground and weather the storm. I'm doing my best to do that. And love. Love is when you choose to accept the delightful flaws and quirks that make someone the beautiful person they are. Oh, that was me. I wrote that one. Again, love is when you choose to accept the delightful flaws and quirks that make someone the beautiful person they are. And that includes yourself. Don't forget the self-love part in your equation. I watched an interesting video yesterday. It's a studio that produces these great, makes you kind of think videos. And they always start out with their explanation at the end saying, you see. And then they go on to this whole thing and they kind of reiterate everything throughout it. But what was interesting, it was about, the whole tagline to draw you in is plus size girl gets used by boyfriend, he lives to regret it. And it was about this, plus size girl who was dating this guy in a rock band. I couldn't tell if they were in high school or college. I'm guessing college, but I didn't know college had lockers. But maybe they do. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I've been in college. So, anyways, but he's just using her because she has money. And, in the end, she figures it out. Her friend tries to tell her, like, tries to make her listen and says, hey, this, But all I kept thinking of during the whole video is, where's your self-love? Where's your self-love? Are you so desperate that you are so blind that you will not see how this person is treating you? And I don't know. It kind of hit home for me yesterday, and it just kind of stuck in my brain. And finally, she realized, okay, you're just wrong on so many levels, and I'm out. So, anyways, let's do some mindful messages. I'm really sorry, guys. I am trying to vibe higher. I think part of my issue is, I've been in a state of retrospect. I've been in a state of something, and I'm the one person in the world, well, not the one person, everybody loves their birthday for the most part. I love my birthday. I treat my birthday like it's a holiday. I usually take the day off when I was working to celebrate my birthday. If I didn't, I would take a half a day off to celebrate my birthday. And, morning, older sibling. And to be perfectly honest with you, I didn't give a shit about this birthday. I'm being straight up honest with you. I did not give a shit. And that's hard for me because I don't treat my birthday the way I treat it because, a lot of people have their own reasons. I mean, it's your all about you day, right? And that's how we kind of want to look at it, as it's an all about you day. For me, it's because when I was 3 years old, I had a heart surgery that they wanted to wait until I was 5 years old to have because they thought I was too young and they didn't think that my body could withstand it. But if they would have waited till I was 5, I would have been dead, or damage would have been irreparable. So, they proceeded, and it was, as my mother would tell me, a 50-50 chance that I would come through it okay. And, then life happens. All these stupid things happen in your life, and most of it, you I don't know. It just, stuff happens in life. And then you spend half your life trying to fix it. And it sucks. Sorry. That's when I get emotional. I didn't want to feel like this on my birthday because I love my birthday. But I feel like this second chance that I was given to me so young that I never understood how important it was. And I feel like I've wasted all this time because I couldn't heal when I was younger, because I didn't think anything was wrong with me. And I'm not saying to go into your lives and ask yourself, hey, is something wrong with you? No. But if you got shit to heal, fucking heal it when you're young, okay? Don't think it's just going to go away, because it probably won't if it's bad. If you have had trauma in your life, there is stuff you are going to have to heal. If you keep pushing it down, you keep pushing it down, you keep pushing it down. Thanks, older sibling. It's going to come back up. And it's going to come back up in different ways. You're either going to feel crappy, or you're going to take it out on other people, or, you're just not going to be happy. You're going to have this emptiness inside of you. And like I said, this isn't everybody, but for a lot of the people I've talked to over the last several years that have gone through what I went through, this is their reality. And there are people who are older than me that are still struggling to find that healing, because, sometimes trauma, it unlocks so many different spokes on the umbrella of mental health that we just can't find our way back. And that's how I feel now. I feel lost. I don't know. I feel like there's so much more to me, but I just can't tap into it, because every time I think about how old I am, I think, God, what is wrong with you? And I don't want to shame myself anymore. I don't want to feel this way. I don't want to put an age on anything anymore. I mean, the last couple of years have been so rough. When I hit my 40s, I thought it was going to be this great adventure. I thought I would fall in love. I thought I would maybe, maybe have family. I always leave that up to the relationship itself, because we can all go into a relationship wanting everything under the sun, but that doesn't mean the person that you fall in love with is going to agree. Okay, so sometimes it's just the topic that has to be discussed, but for the most part, I did think I was going to fall in love. I thought I would have a writing career by now. There were so many dreams that I thought I would have accomplished today, or by today. And, when I look back through my 40s, I'm still in my 40s, but when I look back through, I think of all the people I've lost, 2 to cancer, 1 to suicide, 1 to tragedy. And, I don't know. And all of that was during that cycle of healing that I was going through. So then when you lose people, you feel you got to be there for everybody else. And then you put yourself, you put all your stuff aside and you stop thinking about it and you stop doing it, which is, I think, one of the reasons why the majority of my healing has come in the last 1.5 to 2 years. Why it took me so long to come full circle, because, my friend and I were talking this morning very briefly before the perspective went on. And I told her, I said, I don't know how to get past myself. I don't know how to get out of my own way. But she was telling me that, she said, I was always doing things for other people. I was always helping other people. I was always there for other people. But I forgot to be there for myself. She's all, I realized I am just as important. And sometimes that's how I feel. I feel like I'm there all the time for a lot of people. And then when I need somebody, it's like, hello, and that's not to say people aren't there for me, because they are. But I think sometimes we forget that we have to look within too. We have to, not just reach out to other people, but reach out to the person inside of us that needs to be healed, because ultimately they're the one. You can get guidance and you can get the theirs and the feel betters from everybody, but the only person who can truly make you feel better is you. And it's the steps that you have to take to feel better. And I'm not sure how I feel about my 40s anymore. Because to me, it just felt like one big fucking long shit show. When I look back, my friend sent me a picture, just last night, and, it was to celebrate. She was wishing me happy birthday. And the reason she sent it last night was because when I was 39, going into 40, we went to Trader Sam's, and I believe I turned 40 on a Monday, or I don't remember. I don't know. It might have been a Monday. I can't really remember, to be honest. But, or maybe, I don't know, Monday, I don't know, whatever day it was, we found out they were closing early for inventory. And so it's like, no, wait, we're supposed to be here celebrating because I'm about to turn 40. And this one guy was really sweet. He asked, my friend's all, guess how old she is? And he's like, 28. I'm like, you're joking, right? And then he thought I was upset because he's like, I'm sorry. He's all, you're like 25? He's all, I just thought you were like 28. He's all, I wanted to say 30, but... And I was like, that's sweet. I'm 40. I'm 40 in about an hour. But it was Disneyland, and, Disneyland is always nice, and they let us stay until just after midnight, and, and like I said, they were already starting their inventory, but they let me celebrate with my drink at midnight, and it just reminded me when I saw that picture of how much hope I had for this decade. Now, for a lot of people who haven't found their healing, they might be telling me, shut the hell up, okay? At least you've gotten that far. And they're not wrong. And, I do apologize for the mini pity party, because I think I'm trying to find my way. I'm trying to feel my way through this. And the hard part of trying to feel my way through this is that I'm just, it's my birthday. It's the one day of the year I actually look forward to. And I mean, not that I don't look forward to other days, but it's the one day that I truly, truly try to make as personal as I can and try to just, be goofy and crazy. And that kind of extends to every other day of the year when I'm feeling good about myself. But But I'm struggling with the fact that I'm struggling through this. And like I said, everyone keeps asking me, well, is it because you're getting older? And it's like, no, you know what? I'm grateful. I mean, my mom told me stories about how she would sit next to my bedside, with all these wires coming out of me. And, this is this is the way back days, okay? And, this was the 70s when I had my surgery. And everything wasn't as suited to the patient as it is now. So you have this tiny little kid sitting in this big ass bed with wires coming out everywhere. And my mom said every time she'd walk in, she would just cry. She would start to cry because she's just like, I'm just looking at my baby and hoping for the best. And she wouldn't talk to me a lot about it. So those are the only things I can remember from that. Well, I can't even remember that. I remember going into surgery. I did have an NDE, which, a lot of people probably just roll their eyes when they hear that. But afterwards, there's not a lot I remember. And she wouldn't fill in the gaps for me because it hurt her too much. And my dad doesn't fill in the gaps for me because it hurts him too much too. So that's a part of my life I'll never understand. But what I do understand is that I feel like I was given a second chance. And I think maybe the source of what I'm truly feeling is the fact that I feel like I've wasted it. I mean, I didn't ask for the trauma that happened to me to happen to me. But I keep thinking, I started this process so long ago. I started this process in my early 20s. But I was so afraid to face it that I just kept pushing it aside. And then, too, when we talk about depression, growing up, that was not a topic that you talked about. It was very taboo. It's, I saw this great video on Gen Xers and mental health and how we just had to deal with it because we were just told to deal with it. We didn't have the meds that they have now. We didn't have the breakthrough meds for depression that they have now. And it was taboo. Anything that was wrong with your brain back then, you were not allowed to talk about. And I think part of me just wanted to be strong like my mom wanted me to be strong. So I swept it under the rug because, it's like I've mentioned in the past, we don't talk about those things. So here's the deal. If you have kids who are coming to you with concerns, please take it seriously. You are not failing them as a parent. You are being there for them. Kids go through, every generation, we always look back and say, oh my God, they have it so much harder than I did. We all had it hard for the time that we lived in. That's the truth of it. We all had it hard for the time that we live in. My nephews are going to grow up. They're going to have kids. They're going to look back and say, holy cow, my kids have it so much harder than I did. But their mom looks back and say, holy cow, they have it so much harder than I did. And I look back at her and think, holy crap, you had it so much harder than I did. Because, she's 15 years younger than me. And we think about those things and, just don't compare yourself to the past. If you have healing that needs to be done, do it now. It doesn't matter how old you are. I don't care if you're 95 years old. If you have healing that needs to be done, do it now. Give yourself that gift of a clean slate and allow it to be there. Allow yourself to have that clean slate. Allow yourself to acknowledge the fact that you have healed. And if you're like me and you're struggling and wondering what the hell happened the last few years, and it's like, wow, how did I get to this point? And you're feeling like you just don't belong anymore. You do. Okay? Because other people may not see you, but I see you. And I think the worst thing is I hate feeling this way right now. And I'm very sorry for getting emotional, but I don't want people to have a birthday and feel shitty about it, to feel sad about it, because they feel like they're so far behind the ball than everybody else, I don't want people to feel that way. I want people to look at their birthdays and enjoy it. You know, even if you don't, even if you're not a person who celebrates their birthday like I celebrate their birthday, you should. Because every year around the sun, it's important. And I keep talking on these perspectives about how to live your life, how to enjoy your life. And to be perfectly honest, I think the reason I'm just upset is because I realize I haven't been living my life. I've been existing in my life. And that's not the same thing. That is not the same thing. I'm just trying to make it from day to day, sunrise to sunrise. And I'm barely doing that some days. I mean, I'm past the days of being suicidal, you know, or even thinking about it, I should say. I'm past the days of willing myself dead. Okay, I told you guys it's going to be raw and honest. I'm past those days. And I'm trying so hard to move from surviving and existing to thriving. And I just feel like I keep shooting myself in the foot. You know, like I keep tripping myself up. And I don't know why. I truly do not know why. I mean, maybe it's fear. I don't know. But I'm tired of feeling this way. I want to feel better. I want to get out there and do, okay, I like that. Eileen says, you are where you're supposed to be. Forget regret. No day. Oh, I love it. She's quoting Rent. Well, sort of. I'm assuming that's what you're doing, because that is a great song. But it's funny because that's the line, forget regret or life is yours to miss. And that's exactly what's happening. See, I was right. She's quoting Rent. And if older sibling is still listening and watching, she's going to be very impressed that I got that. But yeah, that's a good show with a lot of good messages, a lot of different messages, but she's not wrong. If you sit there and regret your life, if you sit there and you worry about where you're supposed to be, where, you know, you think you're supposed to be, why things haven't happened in your life, you are going to miss out on everything else around you. And I don't want to miss out on anything else around me. I've done that enough. You know, I mean, I was upset because I feel like, you know, that I don't know. I don't know why. And I think that's why I needed to talk about this on the perspective, because I needed to talk it out with people. And I needed to share the true and honest feelings, because I am not watching Rent today, sibling, but thank you. She thought maybe we should watch that. So I was like, no, I want to get out of the house today. I need to get out of the house today. But I guess all I'm really trying to say is just, it's exactly what Eileen says, I guess. Forget regret, no day but today. Just forget regrets, no day but today. Anyways, I have some mindful messages cards that I wanted to read. Self-appreciation. Of course that one came up. I will find a moment throughout the day that I can dedicate to myself, find a comfortable space and bring a pen and paper. I will write a letter of appreciation to myself where I will pour love into who I am and all that I do. And I think that is something I need to do. In fact, I'm not sure if everybody wrote their, you know, letters to themselves that they're supposed to open in a year. But I think you should. I also pulled the healing deck, you guys, because I'm feeling like one of those cards is definitely needed today. I do thank you all for listening and going through that with me. This is not the person I am on my birthday. I am usually, uncontainable. I'm like a 5-year-old on my birthday, but just everything just seemed to be going sideways before my birthday even happened. And it hurt a little. I'm sorry, I keep getting distracted. All my friends are sending me birthday messages. My fellow Capricorn who has a birthday in a week just sang it to me. Okay, seriously, you saw me. Self-love. You saw me shuffle these cards, but self-love. That is a fantastic outfit. I like totally dig that outfit. I would love that outfit. And that long hair, pretty long hair. God, and that necklace is amazing. Sorry, I'm just distracted. But 24. Oh, look at that. Right before the card right before it. Patience. Take time out to get to know yourself and what works for you in this particular cycle of your life. Some of the biggest obstacles to self-love are self-criticism and perfectionism, which lead to harsh judgment of the self, closing down, and eventually illness. Ooh. Have you been trying to compete with others, get approval from people in your family, or simply pushing yourself too hard? If so, you need to soften and start listening to your body. Focus on keeping your heart open and practice acknowledging and recognizing the good in yourself and others. This card beckons you to breathe love in and out every moment of the day. Ask yourself, what changes do I need to make to my daily routine so that love can pulsate through every breath, action, and relationship I engage in? Choose to open your heart through softness, deep breathing, relaxation, movement, finding beauty in nature, in your home, in your pain, in your love, in your sadness, in prayer, etc. Keep your heart open even though it makes you feel vulnerable and exposed. I do keep my heart open, and I do think that I've been trying to find approval from people in my family. And it is not easy to come by. It's not easy to come by. And I think I need to stop that. I think the only approval I truly need and the only outlet I truly need is from myself. Only you can give yourself the truest self-love that exists. Action. This week is your opportunity to learn and receive. Any time anyone says something nice to you or offers to help you, take a deep breath, thank them, and accept. You need to find something loving or nurturing to do for yourself. This could be a massage, a healing treatment, or a movie with a friend. Every time you look in the mirror, repeat, I am lovable. Do this every day until you really believe it. So there you go. Do that every day until you really believe it. Self-love is the greatest love, right? So, let's see. The goddess Isis. Let's try her now. And again, tomorrow will actually be a good subject. We're going to talk about gossiping and chakras. Okay, gossiping and chakras. Always a fun subject. Gossiping and chakras. And how gossiping is bad for you. It really is. I mean, if you don't know that by now, come tomorrow and listen, because I will give you a few ideas on how you should not be gossiping. So let's see. Is that the only one? Let's try one more time. Nope, that's it. The Temple of Lapis Lazuli. That ought to be interesting. The Temple of Lapis Lazuli. That's a great looking card too. That lapis on the front. Oof. Your soul is very ancient and holds the wisdom of star peoples from civilizations with unique high vibrational awareness that can help humanity transform from a culture based in fear to a love-based community. You are here on this planet to be you to the fullest extent possible. Then you will help heal human culture so that the planet may thrive. I like that. I kind of feel that. You know, I feel that when I do the perspective in the morning. I feel like I'm here in some capacity to help the world and to throw messages out there and make people think, you know. And I think part of the problem is I keep missing that message. And that's an issue I have to deal with. Maybe part of what I struggle with is that, we're always raised to, not think highly of ourselves. Oh, don't do that. Or why do you do that? People are going to think you're weird. And it's like, the question is, why do we care? Is it because we're afraid that other people might reflect on us? What I do doesn't reflect on anybody else but me. So if you think that what I do reflects on you, you need to take a step back and live your own life. All right? Because I'm 49 today, and I make my own choices. I make my own decisions. And I've gone down different paths. I mean, I had the greatest birthday message from a friend this morning. He called me kind, caring, sweet, beautiful, strange. And I loved it. He's all to one of the most beautiful, strangest, creative, kind, caring, friendliest people, we know. And it was from my friends in the UK. the family I told you that I just absolutely adore. They're my fellow Ducks fans, but Anaheim Ducks, not football Ducks. But I love this family to bits. You know, when I'm with them, I feel crazy and goofy, and we all just we get on very well. And he and his wife both sent me messages, and you know, it was funny because like half of my birthday messages this morning were all from the UK. But I liked the strange part because I am different, and I didn't strive to be different. I didn't ask to be different. I just embraced it because I realized I am different, and it's okay. So let's see. Transformation. Of course, transformation. Go inwards and be present with wherever you are. Oh my God. Okay, the powers that be are really, really trying to pelt me with information today. Go inwards and be present with wherever you are at in your process. Feel whatever you need to feel. It may be hard to be present with some parts of yourself. Bring them into a cocoon of gentle self-love and reflection. Insight will come, shadows can be released, and your heart space will soften. Cry or be angry if this is what you're holding on to, and laugh at the ironic divine perfection of it all. Journey beyond your constructed outer self where you can delve into the beautiful abyss of your being. Revel in the twilight before the dawn and let your wings unfurl. That is the card I needed today. Crying and angry. Crying and angry. That is actually the emotion I have had for the last, probably since last night. It's just angry. And I don't know why I'm so angry. You can manifest the life you wish to call in. Look at where your desires are being seated. If your plans or dreams aren't unfolding as you would like, take a closer look at other areas in your life. It is something out of step with integrity. Are you making decisions through fear or love? If it is through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seem to backfire. To encourage you back into balance. Ooh. If it is through fear or avoidance, your manifestations may seem to backfire to encourage you back into balance. So I need to be back into balance. Become a vibrational match for what you desire. Instead of striving harder, cultivate the feeling of already having all you seek. You will be surprised at what this shift in perspective creates. That's kind of where I struggle with, is getting into that vibrational area. I'm actually keeping these two out because I think I need to focus on those today. But long story short, whatever you feel is holding you back, do your shadow work. Do all that other stuff. I think what really kind of sparked this is that I finally blogged about last Wednesday's self-care subject when we were talking about sex. And there was a lot that came out in my journal. I couldn't type it out. I couldn't do anything. When I finally sat down and just went into my journal and just spilled it all, it was magical. And I say it was magical because it was like, wow, I didn't realize I still had all these feelings. And I did. I had a lot of, I think part of it was how, because I've healed my trauma, but I'm still single and not really understanding the experiences that can come with acts of intimacy or sex or whatever you want to call it. Sorry. I feel so far behind the eight ball. You know, I feel like, it's like, oh my God, it's like, what have I missed? What have I done? And I think, you know, Eileen hit it on the head. I need to not have regrets. Thank you, T. T called it unique. I like strange, but unique works too. Maybe that's just it for all of us. When you feel like you look back, don't have regrets anymore. Because what Eileen wrote is exactly 100% right. If you have to forget your regrets, you know, if you spend every single day thinking about where you should be, where you could be, where you aren't, you're going to hurt yourself in the long run. And I guess I have focused so much on why. You know, I think the funniest thing is, and I didn't want to admit this, but I think the funniest thing is the only thing I really wanted in my 40s was to fall in love, to find that forever person, and to just have that bliss, you know, to have that person that you can lean on when you're not feeling at your freshest, and, to be that person's rock when they're not. And, to just support each other. I mean, I'm grateful because I have friends and sisters that do this for me. Older sibling she has seen me through so much. I don't know why. She's so patient with me. And I'm grateful for that. And, all of you guys that pop onto these lives, I appreciate every single one of you, because there have been some times when, I've gotten messages after saying, what, are you okay? I'm here for you. And I appreciate that, because there's a part of me that at the beginning of my 40s would have said, nope, I'm fine. I can do this. I'm okay. But now I just say thank you, because I realized a big thing I realized in these last 9 years is that we can't do it alone. We try to. We really do. But there's a part of us that needs people, even if you're a shut-in, a recluse, whatever, there's a part of us that needs people, that needs to be reassured that everything is going to be okay on those days when we can't feel it. So, yeah, and there you go. T says it perfectly too. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't give regret your power. Don't give regret your power. I knew going into this perspective it was going to be kind of weird and awkward, and this is not what I like to do. I mean, I know I share a lot of my experiences, but I don't like to make these perspectives about me. But I needed to share something, and I get my messages, and I was told, you just need to talk about this. And I'm grateful I did, because I'm getting a lot of good advice, and I'm getting a lot of people sharing, and that helps me, and the best part is it's going to help somebody else, by sharing their comments. But I look back, and sometimes I do worry about my age, because, like, you look at people and like, oh God, you're how old? Sorry, I'm out. And I think that's where I focus too much. Well, thank you, T. T says, thanks for sharing. Someone watching could be going through the same. That's why I opened the book on myself. I don't open it because I need the attention. I get enough attention from my family and friends. I'm very grateful for that. So it's not even about that. It's not needing that social media presence. It's because I know where I've been, and I know how I felt. And, that's one of the reasons why I blogged about the whole sex subject that we were on, because I know if I felt that alone, there has to be someone else out there that feels exactly the same way I do. And they might be carrying that shame and that pain and that guilt and that, condemnation and all that stuff we talked about last week when we did this subject. But I think it kind of opened up a floodgate that I wasn't prepared for. And it might seem weird that I was blogging about one subject and it opened up a floodgate for everything else, but that's the reality. When you open up when you open up the dam doors, and I don't mean dam doors, but I mean like the actual water dam doors, you don't know what's going to come through it. Fish, rocks, dirt from up above that didn't belong in the little pile of dirt stream below. More comes out. But basically what I'm saying is more comes out than you intend for it, than you're ready for. And this is exactly what happened to me. I opened a part of my life to myself, and everything else decided, okay, we have an open door. Everybody rush it. Let's go through. And that's what happened. So now I'm just dealing with the other end of that and trying to heal it and move past it. Now, one of the things I do like to do is in the last year of every decade. So my birthdays tend to be like celebrations, like 2-year long celebrations. In the last year of a decade, I always try to do something exciting, just do stuff, just go out there, have fun, kind of make a personal bucket list of things to do that I want to do before the end of the year. And, to just really enjoy it, because not everybody makes it to their next 0 year. I mean, I'm assuming I'm going to make it to 50, but I don't assume every birthday. That's why I try to enjoy it as much as I can, because I do feel like it's a gift. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like I'm going to live to be at least 100. All right. I'm going to beat out all these people. I'm going to give the universe and God a warning at 99. Do not take me before 100. But I do try not to take it for granted. And I think that's why I'm a little disappointed in myself, because I feel like I'm not giving the best of myself to this particular day. And like I said, it's not just a birthday for me. It's a day of gratitude. It's a day of, thanks for giving me, thanks for giving me that second shot at this life thing. I was 3, so how much living had I really done yet? None. But I know that it was touch and go, and there was a possibility that, I wouldn't have had this life, that I may have had to start over somewhere else, but I didn't. And, I'm grateful for that. And, I just thank you, everybody who was on today, for being on. I really, really appreciate it. I know this was a rough perspective. Tomorrow will be better. But just to finish that other thought, I think it's important to celebrate every birthday. I know a lot of people think, I don't want to. You're not getting older. You're just getting wiser. And I truly believe that. Yeah, your body's getting older, but that doesn't mean you have to get older. We mark years. My dad is a young 76, and I just get so proud of him. Sometimes I get jealous of him because, he does know how to have fun, and, I spent so much time trying to hide secrets that I never truly learned how to have fun. And I think that's what I want to do. And I want to focus on living and thriving and not just existing. But yeah, I agree with you, T. She says not just every birthday, but every day. I agree with that. And I try to preach that a lot, on the perspective to just enjoy life every day. But I know people who hate their birthdays. And I think that is the one day that you should really, really just, bounce off the walls and just have the best time ever, because it is important. It is your circle around the sun. It's your special day. And I know people who have to share birthdays. In fact, I share my birthday with my cousin. She's 11 years younger than me. And, I don't know. I can go on about this forever, you guys, but just think about it. Transformation, alignment. If you are not aligning, then you need to look inside and try to figure out why you are not aligning. And, give yourself that grace. Okay? Don't worry about your age. I need to stop worrying about my age. I figure if God in the universe and source, whatever you want to call it, has somebody out there for me, then they're going to find me, and they're not going to care how old I am. And I have to just be appreciative of that, and, just live my life, because I'm tired of not living my life. I feel young. I feel like I look young. I don't even know what that means. That's kind of a stupid comment, to be honest with you. But I feel young, and that's the important part. And I'm healthy, and I want to live this life, and I'm tired of not living it. So get out there, be grateful every day. Do in the evening, if you think about it, do 3 things that you're grateful for every night before you go to bed. You can write it down, or you can just say it out loud. But write 3 things that you are grateful for. So hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for hanging in there. Be appreciative. Love each other, be kind to one another. Oh, we got to do our Aloha challenge. Relive small kid times and eat a childhood snack. That's the Aloha challenge for today. Relive small kid times and eat a childhood snack. So again, Thank you everyone for hanging in there. I am so sorry for the tears this morning and for kind of being a sort of Debbie Downer, but thank you to Eileen and T for, your input and some of the really good things you said. I hope if you are seeing this later on the replay on YouTube, the Aloha Perspective is live, and it is public, is actually what I meant to say. It is public, and I think you should go through the comments and see what these girls had to say, because it's true. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Don't give regret your power. And then what Eileen says, forget regret, no day but today. So again, I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow for Tuesday Thoughts. Again, tomorrow's subject will actually be really good and not just off the cuff. But remember, transformation and alignment, all the cards were spot on today. And I'm very, very grateful for it. So again, have a wonderful, wonderful day. I will see everybody back here tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Facebook Live, it is public. We do not need to be friends. You can watch it, or you can watch it on the replay later on YouTube. Okay? Have a great day, everyone. Thank you for watching.